Nuh-uh. No, you always say that.
Really? Oh no.
Nuh-uh. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, stop it.
Hi there and welcome to Get Indie Gaming, where today we're asking, should you go out and spend your hard-earned cash on The Missing? The Missing, J.J. Macfield and the Island of Memories, to give it its full title, is the latest offering from Swery and the White Owl Studio. While smaller in scope than the recent Deadly Premonition or D4, having played it through to completion, we doubt anyone with a passing knowledge of this area of the industry could think The Missing had come from anywhere else. Here we have a 2D side-scrolling platform puzzler in a similar vein to Limbo, and inside that is clear on what type of playing experience it delivers from the start. The Missing begins by offering the player two messages. This game was made with the belief that nobody is wrong for being what they are, and this game contains explicit content including extreme violence, sexual topics, and depictions of suicide. In our view, these messages are right on point, and from here on in, viewer discretion is advised, as passing opinion on The Missing without mentioning such instances where your player-controlled actions require you to perform in-game brutalization and self-mutilation are unavoidable. The Missing tells a story of Jackie, or JJ, as she takes a camping holiday away from her conservative mother with her best friend Emily on the shadowy Memoria Island off the coast of Maine. The look and feel is in keeping with Swery's previous work, with the use of typical styled American rural background landscapes, peppered with lonely diners, windmills, sawmills, bowling alleys, and so on. If you've played the Deadly Premonition, you'll immediately recognise the artistry at play. During the trip, Emily disappears and JJ sets out to find her, although she's quickly struck by lightning and supposedly burnt to death in the resulting fireball. Actually, that's not quite correct, as you soon discover JJ can't die in the normal sense. She's able to endure hideous bodily mutilations and still keep going. And that's the game's core mechanic. To progress, JJ must allow herself to be sliced, diced, and brutally maimed. As should be self-evident, The Missing can at times be an exceptionally macabre affair. You make your way through The Missing by performing physics-based environmental puzzles, crossing platforming sections, and chase scenes. Early in the game, the violence is at least somewhat measured. You might fall a distance and land with a crunch, and while this by rights should probably have killed JJ, she's able to continue with what seems to be a broken back, with a slouched and staggering walking posture to match. This mechanic becomes more gruesome as you delve deeper into the game. In one section, JJ needs to use a wall of spikes to dismember herself, and to use the limbs as a counterweight upon a platform, and having done so, you progress on your belly to complete the puzzle. Other areas see JJ setting herself on fire to light a dark passage. There are even instances of decapitation where you control her head as it rolls along the ground, which by doing so gives you access to previously inaccessible areas. All this horror is punctuated by the noise of breaking bones, burning flesh, and JJ's haunting screams. As we alluded to earlier, to say The Missing has moments of brutalization that are truly unsettling is perhaps the understatement of the year. Overall, the puzzles offer a fair degree of challenge and give a good to great feeling of satisfaction upon their completion. There were a few occasions where the solutions felt misplaced, although not at the expense of the overall enjoyment of these puzzling sections. The platforming too is well put together and flows without feeling clunky. There are one or two exceptions, although when they come, they pass you soon enough without too much in the way of distraction. As for the story, we get to see things in a drip-by-drip fashion, with it being teased throughout. While some might find an interruption, JJ's mobile plays an interesting part, with it being used to tease more of JJ's backstory and shows us the information into her insecurities and vulnerabilities. There's no doubt part, or if not all, of the entire usage of this drip-feed approach is designed to create the tension for the plot twist, and when it comes, without spoilers, it feels somewhat misguided within its delivery. So should you buy The Missing? To be honest, we're torn on this. It's a dark and clearly disturbingly brutal experience, with its core gameplay that won't be for everyone. It wouldn't surprise us to see others calling out JJ's treatment as one based around the fetish of brutalization, and yet underneath it all it's a sincere personal story that, for right or wrong, will stay with us for months to come. And with that, many thanks for watching. We hope you've liked this review, and if so, please hit that particular button. If you've not already done so, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all things Get Indie Gaming. Many thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you back here soon for more indie game videos.